Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to tonight's main event. We have Mayo Hosko coming at you at 60 frames per second, 4K resolution, no sugar, no filler, just real whole egg! Let's get ready to Lego!
Hello, it's me, Mayo Hosko, coming to you at 60 frames per second in 4K resolution. No sugar, no filler, just real whole egg, and welcome to my channel.
Mayo Hosko, it's your boy, JP.
Real whole egg. Everybody say real whole egg. Real whole egg.
Real whole egg.
Real whole egg.
There we go. Capture that, Mayo. That's for you. That's for you.
Yeah.
Quick shout out to Mayo Hosko. Go check them out. Real Whole Egg, a really fun show.
Everyone say real whole egg at the same time. 1, 2, 3. Real
whole egg.
Sweet. I'll cap that and then add it to the intro.
That's kind of fucked up though. It's a little off-centered.
Real whole
egg.
eggs.
Oh, our timing was off, but
Do we go
that's
slowly
okay.
or fast?
I think that was fine. Is that fine, or do you want us to
Yes,
do it
because
slow?
I actually prefer it when people do it all out of sync because that makes it more authentic.
Yeah.
Everyone on the panel say it at the same time. Okay.
Oh, okay.
What are we saying again?
Real whole egg.
Whole egg.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Real
Whole egg.
egg.
Close enough. Well, if you don't mind me saying, a little bit of no sugar, no filler, a whole lot of real whole egg coming up on these Fridays.
Hello, Miss Zambi here, saying real whole egg. Mayo Hosko channel. Go check it out.
Real whole egg. There we go. I don't know what else you want. Wait, why am I... Are you talking about like what goes well with mayo? Also, how did you even come up with the name Mayo Hosko? Like, do you just love mayo? I don't know.
Rolling into the chat, we got to give a shout out. No sugar, no filler, just real whole egg. Splat out. That's what I'm talking about. Mayo Hosko. 2 whoop salute, Mayo. Welcome to the jankiness.
For Mayo Hosko, I give you a real whole egg. Wait, where did all these other eggs come from? What in the name of the Emperor is going on?
Everyone make sure to send in your videos of saying real whole egg and I'll add you to the intro. Thank you.
What's the buzz?
Take it home with you.
Well, hello
What's going
everyone.
on?
Welcome to episode 45 of Real Whole Egg. I have been busy editing videos like crazy.
I've seen that. I've tried to keep up with some. I saw that Thomas the Tank was killing it.
Yeah, that's been going off the radar for months now. But I'm talking about stuff I filmed at Brick World Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll have at least a dozen vlogs just for that convention. Because I actually made sure to divide them among their categories this time.
Very nice. So that way you can you've got them all broken up, nice and neat.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a good time.
I look forward to it, man. I look forward to it.
Because I really wanted to kind of film as many different categories that I'm interested in of course, you're going to have a lot of Star Wars and some obscure references like Minecraft and Phineas and Ferb that caught my attention, but they just weren't worthy enough to make a full video out of.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I am trying to balance the storage on my Mac and the storage on my phone, trying to upload all of these things. And
yeah,
I'm having to switch things all over the place just to get my storage levels right.
That's honestly one of the things that I need to do. I need to get a new phone that has a better camera quality because something's going on with my phone. So the one phone that I have, it's an older phone, but it's newer than my other one, and it'll take videos, but the quality's not really there. The other phone has a higher quality camera, but for some reason, even if I put on stability, like the camera stability and all that, it's still it'll still be real shaky and jittery and jumpy. So I think something's going on with the camera. They're both just old phones, man. I gotta go get a new one.
Yeah, how old are we talking?
They're the same phone. I had these phones for almost 6 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, technology is advancing so much, they're not designed to last as long as they used to.
No, exactly. And honestly, something that's 6 months old is outdated, let alone 6 years old. Thank you, by the way, Johnny. I appreciate you.
Yeah, hey, Johnny. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing this week. What have you been doing this week?
Oh, man, I've been working in and out of the rain. It's been raining here all day. Like, I mean, all day. From this morning till it's still out there raining right now. It's been raining all day. And I actually went to the Lego store because it was raining. It's the mom and pop Lego shop. So I went out there and I got some pieces, a ghost, an eagle, a stingray, and then I got a half a gallon of dark gray slopes and bricks that I needed to keep working on this thing.
No, it's because you've used a lot of dark gray slopes.
Oh, thousands of them on there. I'll tell you right now, I'll be honest with you, if I really went through that and counted it piece by piece, what it is that you don't see a lot of the pieces that are behind the rock work, like all the 1x1s and the 1x2s and the, you know, and then the small slopes and then the cheese wedges and everything. There's probably close to 10,000.
Let's have 5 seconds of silence for Kobe. And there we go. Yeah, so that mock just looks more impressive every time I see it.
Yeah. In fact, I'll give you guys a tour, but I've got lights in it now. So it lights up, all the glass comes off so you can see the scenes. If you look at the glass right now, you can see the scene that's kind of going on in there. There's there's two guys and they're sorting crystals in there. And then I see, and then I've got like a bunch of coral work. And I've just been working on this thing as far as Lego goes. I haven't really worked on the city at all in a while.
Yeah, I haven't worked on the city since I moved house.
Yeah.
Again.
Here, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna mute. I gotta yell at these dogs. Hold on. They're getting wild.
Yeah. So I need to go get either a Stanley knife or a brick separator to show off the tiles that I bought at Brick World Chicago and some of the tiles that were given to me by other content creators in the community, because if we get some PPP smokers up in here, I'll show them off. But if they don't, then you'll just have to wait for next time. I teased that I would show them, but they've got to show up first.
Yeah. No, exactly. I'm looking forward to seeing what the new thing is. I want to see. So hopefully Scotty will show up.
Hopefully Scotty and Mark maybe Seth, maybe Cal. If any of those guys show up, then I wanna show them the PPP tiles, as I call them.
Johnny G, I would guesstimate around 10,000 parts, to be honest with you. I know that sounds like a lot, but I'm including all the cheese wedges, all the wedges of gray, of light tan for the sand, all the flowers, all the 1x1 studs, all the filler block, all the, just literally every tiny little piece in there. I think it would probably break out close to 10,000 pieces. I'm not gonna lie. And then as far as money, I don't even know, man. More than you could imagine, because I didn't plan this. I just kind of kept building, and then I built it this way and built it that way. So I just run through parts. So I don't know how many parts that I've used, but I just keep using them up, and I keep buying them by the hundreds. Like, in fact, I just bought another 300 slopes from Bricklink, plus I got a half a gallon of bricks, or a half a gallon bag of bricks from the pab table today. Plus I bought some stingrays, and then I've got those dolphins and some other figs in there, plus the aquazone stuff itself, plus the Discovery Labs that I bought to use for parts. I mean, it's just it's a lot. I can't tell you how much, but more than I probably should have.
Now, we haven't done this in a while, but we're going to do the news that matters. So we're going to go onto the brick fan. We're going to go onto the brick fan and see some stuff. Now, this is something that came up recently. The LEGO Star Wars Creative Play Droid Builder Set 75392 revealed. I have a lot of thoughts about this. That's the box.
So you're going to
customize. You can
build
customize
the droids, and then you can customize them.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look for pieces so we can see some scale. I see. Okay, so some of those parts, I'm guessing those are regular slopes. It's just like on the legs of R2-D2. I've never seen that circle piece before. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I've got some of those in gray.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, because they got the gray pieces for the one at the bottom.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then, but I'm seeing the slopes to give me a reference.
Yeah, so it says, an Australian LEGO certified store has revealed yet another Star Wars 25th anniversary set with the Creative Play Droid Builder. The set will be released on August 1st, and it has 1,186 pieces. There are enough parts to build 4 different droids as intended, or you can customize to your liking. I think that's supposed to be them. The set also includes an exclusive young Princess Leia minifigure, and I guess the droid L0LA59 update. You can now pre-order it at the LEGO store for $99.99 USD.
And that's in American? That's US currency?
Yeah, that's why I say USD.
Okay, and then so is the pink one? Is that actually from one? Is that like Princess Leia's robot?
I'm not sure if any of these are canon besides R2-D2.
That's what I was gonna say.
We need the Star Wars experts to tell us if these other 3 are canon.
Hey Dave, what's up, buddy?
Hey Dave. Well, those are the US dollars. They're not the dollary dues. Yeah, so I've got a lot of thoughts about this. But do you have any thoughts first?
Me personally, I'm not a Star Wars. Like, there's people that are like super big into Star Wars, and I think that's where you're gonna have to be to get something like this. And that's just not me. I think some of the Star Wars sets are cool and stuff, but I haven't gone down that rabbit hole.
Okay, so I'm going to focus on the back of the box to give my thoughts. I'm really not liking the childish approach they're going with some of these sets right now. You heard about the set that's the combination of the TIE Fighter and the X-Wing.
No, I haven't seen that.
Really, you have not seen that.
No, it's a mix between a TIE Fighter and an X-Wing.
It's a TIE Fighter and an X-Wing in the same set, and you can take the pieces apart to make combination builds.
Oh, okay. So it's almost like a creator set.
Yeah, but have you not seen people talking about it?
No, I have not. I haven't been on Instagram or anything in a minute, man. I'm telling you, dude, I stay so busy, especially during certain times, and so when I get days I can go do stuff, I don't really get on the phone too much.
Well, almost every Lego fan has been talking about that.
Oh, okay. What is it?
Well,
so it's a set that you can make both out of, but like, is there controversy to it, or just people are excited?
Yeah,
for it?
there's lots of controversies. Considering you haven't seen the set, we'll talk about it.
Oh, okay.
Later. But I'm just going to say that this is way too childish. I don't know. I think this is appealing more to the brickheads market than the Star Wars market, if anything.
Yeah, I would think. Yeah, and when you said childish, I mean that's exactly what I thought this was like, kind of targeting.
Because I have never seen any piece of Star Wars media that has ever tried to dress up droids like a clown.
Yeah, or like that one's like a Western, like kind of cowboy one, and then R2-D2's got the rubber duck.
It's like a crossover between Star Wars and a Halloween party. Like, it's not necessary. When you think of Star Wars, you don't think of Halloween party. And if anything, that R2-D2 wearing that rubber ducky reminds me of that one Batman CMF and that other Joker CMF, where they wore their rubber duckies.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, as much as you probably don't like this or think that this is silly, there's going to be so many Disney fans and Star Wars fans that are going to buy this like crazy.
Yeah, because they're childish. They're not up to date with the lore and the canon.
Listen, I live 5 minutes, well, probably not 5 minutes, 25 minutes from Disney, and I never go. I think the people that are, 40, 50 years old that are going to Disney still with like no children and stuff, I'm like, what is going on here? Disney's for kids, man.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is the most unserious Star Wars set I've ever seen.
Yeah, indeed.
Anyway, let's move on from this sucker. And this is the GWP for the 4th of July. LEGO Fireworks Celebrations set 40689 GWP promotion live on the LEGO shop. That's what it looks like. So you can see some elements from that one Lunar New Year set with the fireworks in the crate.
Yeah.
And then you've got the
still looks good. I like that. Is that a sticker or a printed brick in the back that looks like fireworks blowing up?
I have no idea. Because I don't know how to tell the difference.
Yeah, especially just from the box.
But it's not.
It's not bad. I see what they used.
It's not for me, and at least it has a wall.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, they got pretty creative with that ice snowflake.
Snowflake. Because does anyone not remember me complaining about the lack of a wall on the previous GWP? I thought this is the time when a co-host starts rolling on the floor laughing because they don't live under a rock and they know exactly what's going on. But I guess instead we'll make jokes this whole episode about how you're living under a rock. That's going to be the new shtick of this episode. So the promotion for the LEGO Fireworks Celebration gift with purchase is now live on the LEGO shop. From now until July 7th, you can get it for free with purchases over $85 US. That's bringing it back to a more reasonable threshold. Those are the thresholds that I grew up with when I was watching YouTube. While supplies last.
Yeah.
If you have pre-orders,
It's a smaller one.
If you have pre-orders that you want to place, they also do qualify for the GWP. That's the back of the box, and it looks like it's got these two figs. And the LEGO Star Wars buildable C-3PO set 75398, the first look. I've got some thoughts about this.
It looks better than Chewbacca by a mile.
Yes, because Chewbacca looks like a piece of poo. This looks like an actual display piece. You know why? Because it's not pearl gold. It's not pearl gold. It's the metallic gold, which I really like this shade of gold, and I'm actually considering putting this on my wanted list when it goes on sale for retirement. Because C-3PO has always been my favorite droid. I've always preferred him over R2D2, and I like how much metallic gold you get in here. Well, you do get the metallic silver leg.
Yeah.
And of course you get the actual C-3PO figure next to the plaque. But I gotta say the eyes are bug eyes, which I don't like. And much like the Statue of Liberty, which was also done at this same scale, they just used the Nexonite's 5-sided 2x3 tile. The upside
Darth
down
Vader created C-3PO.
Yeah, the upside down pentagon on these types of builds just doesn't look good to me. It looks out of.
I wonder what they used in there to get the wires in his stomach.
Well,
I wonder what that is. That stickers?
I have no idea. But I actually really like that. For a change, LEGO Singapore certified store, the Brick Shop, has revealed a new LEGO Star Wars set with the buildable C-3PO. There's no official details of the set yet, but we can see that it is a part of the LEGO Star Wars 25th anniversary series, and it features the protocol droid with the silver leg seen in A New Hope. The set also comes with a display plaque with its information, as well as a minifigure also with the silver leg. It is slated to be released on August 3rd. Okay, we don't care about the Bricklink Designer Program.
Goodbye snoring.
And we also don't care about LEGO IDs getting to 10,000 votes, because every ID's project because every ID's project gets 10,000 votes. And we don't need to talk about this little sucker either, because I just don't care about Stitch. And also, I've never liked the vacation vibes that they've got for him. Just give us that classic one on the bottom right of the box, please. I would have much preferred that design. Okay, we don't need to cover that because it's boring. looks like they're coming out with some new botanicals. Although I must say, with this, I really like the orange bananas for those petals.
Yeah. And then it transfers the yellow up top is what it looks like.
Yeah. Oh, and it's got a nice sand green vase. Those are some cool sand green pieces. And they recolored the palm tree leaves in dark green. And looks like they've also recolored the elephant tusks in dark green. That's nice to see.
Oh, they did. They did. I actually like that.
I'm not a fan of this type of flower. What's the name of it? Let's see if I can pronounce this. Chrysanthemum. I think that's how you pronounce
you were pretty close. It's
got 278 pieces.
What's up, Panda?
Yes. So even though I'm not a fan of this type of flower, I gotta say that is some nice part usage. NPU. And that's called a plum blossom, apparently. And what about other... Oh, I can continue? What's down here? Scrolling. Okay, let's see the older posts. How do we get to the older posts? Let's go back here. Let's view some of the older posts. Maybe this has more of that weird crossover I was talking about. Oh yeah, everyone was talking about the Dark Falcon. This is come and gone. Everyone has had their thoughts now. I'll say I really don't like recoloring for the sake of recoloring.
This is one thing I was talking about with somebody else about Star Wars, is that they just continue to release the same set.
Yeah, it just looks like a You know what? This is going to be a weird comparison. This is giving me Lego Batman movie Ultimate Batmobile vibes with the with a Star Wars Millennium Falcon crossover.
If it had yellow in it, it would 100%. You would be right on the money.
Yeah. I mean, I really like the escape pod being in the trans red compared to the normal trans black, but the Death Star laser is a weird inclusion. Like what?
Honestly, this looks like Darth Vader confiscated the Millennium Falcon and then turned it into his own stuff, like the cops do with drug dealers' cars and stuff when they confiscate them and turn them into cop cars.
And there are a lot of people who are really excited about these things because you got a Jar Jar, you got another C-3PO, you got a beach version of Luke.
White Darth Vader.
You've got a Jedi Vader, Darth Dev, and Darth Ray. But
I bet you that white Vader will be highly sought after. That's what they want this for.
Oh, that's going to be easily $100 on Whatnot when this set retires.
Yeah, exactly. And Jar Jar Binks even looks like he's like on the dark side now. He's even got like black eyes.
Yeah, because this is the Lego Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy sets were released last week, and you can now pre-order the blah 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 blah. Oh, the Brick Fan does have a listing for the TIE Fighter X-Wing.
I see that.
Although this set release is in August, they do qualify for the Lego Tribute to Jules Vernon books. Let's see if they have anything. Oh, there's some alternate views. I must say, I like the color scheme, but it's an unnecessary set. Yes, they do have a listing for this thing. And also, I gotta ask the question in the chat. And actually, I'm going to go to YouTube Studio because you see the droid right there, which is the L3G0 droid.
Mm-hmm. The yellow and red,
which is supposed to spell Lego.
Oh.
And you might remember the Ogle character from Lego Alpha Team, which Ogle is Lego in reverse.
Okay. Yeah, no, I didn't know. I'd never put those two together. I've seen some Alpha Team figs, but I never really knew their names, and I never put that together. So that's cool, though. Cool little tidbit.
Yeah, because we came across the L3GO droid, I'm going to ask which character is better, Star Wars L3G0 or Alpha Team Ogle. I'm going to ask this in the chat, and by the end, I'm going to remember to end the poll because I always forget to end the poll. So I want to know what people think is better, L3GO or Ogle. So let's go back here.
So do they got a picture of it where they've built both? Yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see where both's been built.
This is the picture I wanted to show you. So this picture, they took the TIE Fighter wings and put it on the main body of the X-wing, and then they took the X-wing S-foils and put them on the main body of the TIE Fighter.
Yeah, I don't know. That does look dumb. I'll be honest with you. It looks dumb. Neither one looks right now.
Apparently this is canonical, so at least we know it's canon. And apparently,
yeah, no, that's crazy.
Because I've been talking with some Star Wars fans about this. They say that the backstory is that there are these group of criminals who try to assemble spaceships for the cheapest price possible, and apparently parts to build X-wings and parts to build TIE fighters. I guess because these ships are so numerous in the galaxy far, far away that their parts are cheaper due to supply and demand, so they can easily get crashed versions of these ships, take them to a chop shop, restore them, and then have them be ships for themselves. Apparently, Y-wing parts are also cheap for them to assemble their own ships, and so they get whatever spaceship parts they can find and just make their own ships with a hodgepodge of different pieces. So you can get these crazy designs. Like, for example, you could take the body. Yeah, you could take the fuselage for the X-wing. You could take one of the TIE Fighter wings, and you can take one of the wings for the Y-wing, put that together, and technically that would be a canonical ship.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
But
they got a bunch of different...
I'm just going to say that this set would appeal to 5-year-olds, and I can't think of anyone else.
Yeah, I don't see any...
This looks like Star Wars meets Creator 3-in-1.
Well, the honest to God truth is that if you put them together the right way, it may appeal to the real Star Wars people, but as long as they don't, because then you get an X-Wing and a TIE Fighter in one set. So they may buy it to, have a couple of them, to have a couple X-Wings, a couple TIE Fighters, but I don't see anybody mixing and matching them. I just don't see that happening.
Yeah, because I only see 5-year-olds doing the mixing and matching, and just because it's canon doesn't mean it's good.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of stuff in Star Wars that's canon, which is really bad. Like, Jar Jar Binks being canon is a bad thing. And also, like, remember
What's the next picture down?
Also, remember when George Lucas was going to script Luke and Leia kissing? Yeah, that was not good canon.
No.
It's the
Yeah, you see, I see people buying it like that.
See, the thing is, I think for the scale of this set, those TIE Fighter wings are too chunky, and those X-Wing S-foils are too small.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that.
The scale, as well as the weird concept of wanting to mash this up, is something that would appeal to a 5-year-old, but not even a T-fold. Because I think T-folds would look at this and say they look ugly as fuck.
Yeah, they don't look. The wings on the X-Wing definitely look too short.
Yeah, and like I wouldn't normally do a rant about Star Wars news, but these 3 sets are so controversial that I had to voice my opinions about these things, and I'd love to know what everyone in the comments thinks about them, because I'm sure that there'll be some people who have much different opinions than what I do, and probably people who are more excited about the minifigures than anything else. I do like that people were joking that the L3GO is jokingly called the Donald's droid, even though it's in the Lego colors.
He looks like it
as well.
What's up,
I'm sure that Lego would have wanted people to call it the Lego droid, but the Big Mac has intruded on the conversation.
They should call it the Ronald droid.
Yeah, the Ronald McDonald droid. That's more appropriate. Brickheads, who cares?
RMC.
Disney, who cares? Transformers, who cares? More stupid Star Wars, who cares? Yeah, this came and went. I wasn't too crazy about this GWP.
Yeah, it's cool. What's a book? What book is that? Tribute to Julius Burns books. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like The Train on the Bridge, but it's just a book, and I don't really care about the large scale books that Lego makes. Although those coaches give me serious Orient Express vibes.
I wonder what book that is. It looked like on 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Is that coming out? That's a cool set.
Well, this will be coming out.
Oh, these are Bricklink sets.
Yeah, these are the Bricklink Designer Program. We don't cover these. We don't cover these on this channel because I hate the system.
It's a scam. It is a scam. It's a scam.
No, it's a timing issue. It's
well,
a
yeah,
timing,
but I'm saying
it's a timing. I've ranted about these things forever. You can go back and watch my live streams to find a treasure trove of me ranting about this bullshit. But it's a supply and demand and timing issue which really rubs me the wrong way. But I've seen Alex Nunes do a video about this, and it's okay.
Yeah, no. I was going to say, the reason I say it's a scam is because they look. What's that?
But I've seen a lot more people complaining about this.
Oh, yeah, no, the reason and I was going to say the reason I think any of them are scam is because the way they do that window, so then resellers can sell them for like triple the amount of cost. That's a scam, man. That's a scam.
Yeah, which is why the Breaking News had to do an episode about about scalpers versus resellers. Because my comment on Alex Nunes' video about this provoked such a debate that they had to address it. Because if anyone goes and watches Alex Nunes' video about this, you go to my comment, you see that people started arguing their asshole off, and it was really funny. Because some people were criticizing me. And it was really funny.
You know who was criticizing you? Are the resellers. The people who are trying to make money are the only ones that got mad about that comment.
Yeah, and just because I like trains. I will quickly give my thoughts about this. I don't care about the bridge. The locomotive is weak, and the rolling stock is okay.
You know, I like that train, but it's a shelf piece. I wish there was a way for it to be more usable.
Oh, the inside tour set. Let's talk about this. The vault. Wow, look at that. That's a cool set. That's really cool. I haven't seen people talking about this.
So that's
What does
I've seen a tour of that place.
Yeah, I have too. The embargo for this year's LEGO Inside Tour has been lifted, and the set that is given away for attendees and for 2024, it is the Vault Memory Lane set 400042. The set represents the vault that is in the LEGO house that holds one of every LEGO set that has ever been produced. And I want to go on the inside tour after Bricktastic just to see this. Just to see the vault. Those are some cool pictures. I really like that. And yeah, more stuff about that. Who cares? Okay. Well, that was all of the news that we're gonna cover.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah. I just wanted to cover the news because we haven't covered the news in a while.
Yeah. No. That's
Hey, Panda.
You even found a little bit more than I did.
And hello, Clever Pig.
What's up, Clever? How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, so we're
so
still
Pandemonium. Somebody said they wanted Paradiso.
Yes, they did. Someone go tell Azizu that we're live then, and someone go tell either Scott, Seth, Cal, or Mark that we're live, and we'll show them their PPP tiles.
PPP, motherfuckers. I got a question for you. It's something I thought you would probably know better than anybody. So you know the set numbers on Lego sets went from 3 numbers to 4 numbers to 5 numbers. Is that the amount of sets that they've actually built or sold? Is that how many different sets there are?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Because, for example, LEGO Set 1 came out long after Set 700.
Yeah. So that number is just a reference number that they decided to start using.
Yeah. And also, if anyone wants to ask me any questions about Wickworld Chicago, feel free to do so. I'm still happy to answer questions. Yeah, Lego.
What's the newest Lego set you've got? What's your Lego news this week?
Well, the Lego news that I have is I haven't bought anything because my last stuff was purchases at Chicago.
Oh, okay. I got you.
And I'm not going to buy anything for a little while because I need to build up my money again.
I understand that. I can completely understand that.
Probably the next thing
Lego's
I'll buy.
not too popular. I thought it. What's that?
Yeah, probably the next thing I'll buy is the Captain Rex micro fighter, just to get the Rex big.
Ah, got you. I want the I want that new set that came out with the red pandas because I just want the red pandas.
Yeah, they look. I don't know why, but those those red pandas don't look like pandas.
What do they look like?
I don't know, but they don't look like pandas to me. Yet
Well,
they're red.
have you ever seen one of those red pandas in real life? They look more like a fox. They don't. They don't really. They look like mini bears. They don't look like a panda. They look more like a little, like almost like a fox bear mixed.
Yeah, I guess I was getting more fox vibes off of those things.
Yeah.
It's just a weird piece. Like
I got this piece today.
What piece?
Check this piece out I got today. I'm gonna make it in the underwater section, but I ain't never seen this before. I don't know what it would go to. It may be Aqua Raiders, but have you ever seen this?
Yes. Because I have it.
Oh, okay.
I
thought it was
mine.
cool, like an underwater tunnel.
I got mine in the 2006 airport set.
Oh, okay.
Because it was used for the air bridge that goes out to the plane.
Oh, yeah, see? That might be what it's from. I'm going to use it underwater. Not in this mock, but in a different one.
Yeah. Okay, Johnny has a question. Did any of the LEGO influencers you had photos with know who you were or fans of Mayo? They definitely know who I am because I comment on a lot of their stuff. Because the trick is, if you want to ingratiate yourselves with quote unquote influencers, you've got to find them, you've got to watch their stuff, you've got to interact with their stuff, and by interacting, get them to notice you. Some people just watch and don't interact.
Yeah, they don't comment.
So by not interacting, you come out of nowhere and say, "Oh my God, it's you! I've seen you, blah blah blah, but I've never interacted with you, so you have no fucking idea who I am."
That's a fact, Jack. That was funny as shit.
So,
yeah.
So, for example, when I go up to Jean's version, or Girl Bricks a lot, or Holly on Film, I just coincidentally named 3 girls to make my example. They know who I am because they see the Mayo logo on my hoodie jacket, and they hear my voice, and they know that I comment on a lot of their stuff. Even you can throw in there Emma Saurus, and I actually had a good conversation with Emma Saurus because she's primarily a set builder, but in the past 12 months, I think after Brick World Chicago last year, he started making more mocks, and she's really gotten invested in the foliage style of mocks, and a lot of her projects,
like botanical or like
just regular terrain.
Oh, gotcha, like landscaping.
Yeah, so she's done a lot of landscaping with the rolling hills, and at one point she made a Lord of the Rings area with the bag end, and if you know if you know Bag End, there's a lot of rolling hills, and she also experimented with a waterfall that had some power functions, and so we got into talking about that, and because I let her know that I'm always impressed when set builders make the transitions to mocks, and we were talking about how you start off really simple, and then you get more skills, and you slowly develop your skills to the point where stuff you were making 6 months ago looks trash by comparison.
Yeah, that's what I think we had that conversation one day. I was saying I'd go back and look at stuff that I made when I first came out of my dark ages, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is horrible.
Okay, enjoyed the rest of your night, Panda. Yeah, so I think given that Emma Source's husband Ross has been doing Lego for a lot longer, I think having a partner or a spouse who can help you along with the process really helps.
Indeed. Later, Panda.
Because you can establish we're both in this together on social media with building Lego, and it's an advantage over someone who just got into it over the last couple years and is trying to get their game going.
Yeah, exactly. And then not only that, is that when you got somebody that's into it too, you're never going to hear them complain and be like, oh, you're spending all our money on Lego, or oh, you're spending too much on Lego, or you know what I mean? Like, they're in it with you, so they'll be like, oh, that's going to be a cool set. Let's get it. Yeah. What's up, Hoarder?
Hello, Chris McBricker, and hello, Hoarder. Okay, sweet. We got a PPP user.
Oh, Mayo's been waiting.
Yeah, I've been waiting for a PPP user. So, Hoarder, let me know. Do you are you using any of that green stuff tonight? Because I'm about to show you some edibles. So I'm going to go get my green stuff. But before I go get my green stuff, we'll play the intro. PPP.
The weed.
And so while I go get my actually no, I've got a big step right here. I may or may not need to do a Stanley knife later. So while I try wrestle with these things, how's the progress coming along with your mock?
Okay, right.
How's the progress coming along?
On this?
Yes. Stone talk.
Sorry. Yeah, no, I was trying to get the light to get right on there, so you guys can kind of see it a little better. But yeah, I've been working on it. I got quite a bit of detail going on here at the bottom now. I built a little shipwreck into the sand there. I got some of the dolphins. I got some of the guys mining crystals. But I've been mostly working on this and working on the coral. And then, I'll tell you what, I don't think you guys have seen this part yet. I'm going to have to put this down for a second so I can take these off. But this corner pops off so that way you can see what's going on inside. And then I just set this off the side right quick. And then you can see what I got going on in here. And they're over here processing some crystals. And they got storage and everything that they're putting it into. And then put this back down. I'll probably have to come over here on the other side right fast, to be honest with you. But it has a little track that it slides into, and then it just slides right back into place. But here, I'll walk over here. Let's see if I can see the screen at the same time, so I can see what you guys are seeing. There we go. All right. So this one pops out also. And then you can see that they're down here and they got like a conveyor belt that's bringing the crystals down to this side. And then they're putting them into these like those yellow or those trans orange boxes. I've got this guy here. I'll show you him in a second, but I'll spin him back around. But he's dumping the crystals in there through that wall back there. And you can see him, he's back over here. And I'll show you that on the back side here in a second. And then I've got, let me see what I got going on here. I got this tangled up. There we go. I've got like a landing pad here. And this is all what the newest is, what I've been doing, the progress. But the landing pad, and then when you come around this side, I've got another one of these panels that come off, and you can see that they're working in there. And he's just got a one of the arms, and he's got like a remote control to it that's grabbing the crystals out of the boxes and whatnot, putting them on a little workbench. Then that just slides right back into place. And then you come back here, you can see where that guy is. See him working in there. And it's got another one of the little crystal things. He puts them in there, and then they take them over here or whatnot to be, oh, that's right. Mayo doesn't like the term whatnot.
No, so use a synonym.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they come over here, and this guy, like I said, that's the back. If you can see where that guy is, that's the back of that front where we had the conveyor belt earlier. Then you got the crane arm, and then they're down there pulling crystals out of another submarine, and he's in the trench.
You know what they're doing is they're pulling crystals out of your asshole.
Possibly. But then, here, I'll show you guys. I'll show you this progress too. Here, give me 1 second because
actually, yeah. So just rest your camera because I've got the tails popped off now.
Okay. Here, I was going to show you the lights right fast if you want.
Yeah. So you take a break because I'm going to show the tiles.
All right, go ahead.
I'm wearing Lego pajamas, by the way. So this is we'll go from the largest to smallest. This is Lego eyes.
Oh, well, instead of legalized.
Yeah, this is for a cannabis dispensary. So this will be the new sign. This will be the new sign for macros medicinals, where we're going to use this signage now. Then we got this driftwood carving of a PPP plant. And then we've got a bunch of the 2x2, sorry, the 1x2. So we've got a green card, the license to smoke.
Oh, that's cool.
We got the rolling papers, the stud rolling papers.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I bought one of these last year, but unfortunately I lost it.
Oh, instead of nerd?
Yeah, we got the medicated studs, which are, I guess, gummy versions of nerds.
And then we got the Stoner Patch Kids, which it's obvious that's what that's a parody of.
Yeah, Sour Patch.
Yeah. And then, not PvP related, I just thought was cool. We got wait, is that? Oh, I thought that said Hershey's. It says Blixies. It's a Blixies Craggle bar.
Oh, that's actually one of my favorite candies. I love Craggle bars.
Yeah.
Or Crackle. It's Crackle.
So those are the printed PPP tiles. I'm going to be saving these to put with the Macros Medicinals mock, because every time I find stuff that I think could be for sale in his store, then I like to group them together. And we're going to pop off some of the printed tiles that some of the LEGO community members gave me. So now we can see the other part of your mock.
All right, cool. Here, let me so I built a box or like a cubby hole, and so part of it comes off here on the back, and then I got a battery box that runs all the lights so it stays hidden. I don't even have any cords, but I will show you how it looks. And then when I come up with the camera, you'll be able to see a lot more. We'll see how it comes up on this camera, because for some reason the blue light is blurry on my phone camera.
Just wanted to quickly say that Hoarder's reporting some clearance on looks like a lot of dream sets. The tree house is half off, the Pegasus horse is half off, and also the Marvel Hoopty is half off. Now I did an Instagram story asking, is the Hoopty the worst Marvel set ever? And 2 respondents said no. Where I want to ask the question to you guys: is the Hoopty the worst Marvel set ever?
Is it? Which one is it?
The Hoopty is the one that I joke that looks like a vibrator.
Oh, okay.
So did you dim the lights so that we can see your...
Yeah, it just doesn't come up on camera as well. Let me see if I take these other lights off, if it'll come up better. But it's a lot. It looks so much brighter in person.
Yeah. I'm gonna see if my CD I traded for, I think, 5. They might still be in my suitcase to go and get it. Yes, they are inside of one of my hats. Because I don't think I've shown you guys the sig things I traded for. Yeah.
I've got caught on this wheel real fast. Hold on a second.
And there were some people who I gave them my sig figure last year who didn't have sig figures. So they actually gifted me their sig figure this year, which was nice to return the favour. But I did actually do, anyway, I'm going to say something about that. And also, at Chicago, they gave out, every attendee that gets a pass pack, a bunch of random things, for a bunch of us singular things. And so, I got these. Actually, let me put myself on the full screen. Just to show this, I got a bag of these pieces.
Oh, nice, very nice.
And what I like is that it's in the dark turquoise.
which is a color that I actually haven't seen for these before. I've got plenty of these in grey, but not in any other color. So let's go back to your light show.
And then I actually made this top piece. You can't see it right now because it's dark in here, but this top piece, you can kind of see it when I have my hand in here. You can see that it's like this. It actually slides out, and then that way when the top slides out, you can see in there a lot better, and you can see what's going on.
And again, if anyone has any questions for me about the culture cover, feel free to ask.
And so that's what I've got going on so far. So far I've gotten with the lights. I'm going to probably build another light setup that shines down on it. So that way it lights up the whole outside of the MOC also. But I do have the inside lit up now. So that way you can see the miners in there kind of mining and processing all the crystals.
So I thought after I teased that I bought street signs last time, that I should actually read out what those street signs say. We're going to focus on the ones that are Lego oriented, not the ones that are just generic names. So I'm gonna show these. So we got Block Road.
Nice.
We got Brick Street. We got Burp Place.
Oh, that's funny. That's probably my favorite part.
We got Snot Row. We got Stud Lane. We got Eiffel Way. We got Plate Street. We got Mock Boulevard.
Nice.
We got Craggle Lane.
I want that one.
And we got Legot Way, which is the Danish pronunciation of Lego. Because Legot in
Very nice.
Danish, because Legot in Danish means play well, kind of like how I believe fart control in Danish means speed check. I always got to make that obligatory reference to fart control.
By the way, thank you, Johnny. I appreciate you. And then Chris McBricker, I think he's behind a little bit because he said this has something to do with the new Star Wars set.
Yeah, you might be a couple of minutes behind. You might want to set the stream to a faster speed. And so of the Sigvigs I acquired, we got London Bridge Bricks.
Nice.
We got Mr. Bookie Boo, who I was going to trade with last year, but he didn't have his Sigvig yet. Shy Time is My Time finally had Sigvigs to give me, and he also told me to give one to Country Bricks Build Craze.
Oh, too cool.
And I also traded with Fab Blondie Bricks and Nicole Lady McBrick. So I'm gonna add those Sigvigs to my collection. And then of the so I got some of these printed tiles last year. I got the Shy Time is My Time last year. But this time he had sitting on a stoop.
Very nice.
I already had the brick trains and the Lego fan Bubba. But now I have a Lego Team B, a Bricking News, and a Jason's Bricks and 5 Oswald. And I actually took a selfie with Oswald at the convention, which I'll post on Instagram. My selfies on Instagram have been blowing up. They are off the chain. So if you're not following me on Instagram, then go follow me on Instagram. Links are in the description. And you can also find links for RC's YouTube and Instagram in the description as well.
Here, why I got the lights on now, I was going to show you these other two parts on here right quick. So this is the part that I was telling you about where I hid the so pretty much it just slides right out of here, and then the battery box stays in there, and then all I have to do is slide that back into place, and voila, it looks like that. And then this is the other part that I was telling you guys about. If you see, this just slides out, and then that way once it slides out, you can see in there better than you could when it's blocking view. So, and that just slides right back into place, like so. Voila. But now that I got the lights on, I figured I'd show you because it was pitch black before and you couldn't see that.
Yeah, and so when I get these packed away, we're gonna start talking about the last thing we need to cover for Aquazone month, which is Seatron.
Oh yeah,
because Seatron is a theme that vintage fans hold in high regard because it was never released.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you're feeling up to it, there is a guy, his name's Double King Bricks on Instagram, and he actually has pictures. He built it. He built the real thing. He has he has it just like Lego would have done it. But I think the only thing that he's missing that he couldn't get his hands on were some of those mini figures that they were going to come out with, but they never did, and they never came out with anything even close.
Actually, Chris, I would rewind 5 minutes and set your stream speed to 1.5 because we just got done showing off the printed tiles and sig figs that we acquired. Hello, Angry Dragon. Because if you just went to live now, Chris, then you missed out on seeing all of the printed tiles and sig figs.
Angry Dragon, you said you saw it at VA. You saw the Seatron monorail that he built at VA. Is that what you're talking about? In the Seatron sets?
Yeah, I think the guy is a traveling exhibit on the East Coast.
Yeah.
And so also very, very quickly, you guys have seen it last.
Very nice, Angry Dragon.
You guys have seen it last week, but I did get more 1x8 bricks to grow this. But yeah, just wanted to show that very quickly.
Very nice.
So I'm very happy.
That's that, sitting on a stoop bricks, right?
Sitting on a stoop is Shy's new podcast.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Man, some people really are living under a rock.
I'm telling you. But no offense to you, no offense to anybody else, but if you guys ran a landscaping business in Florida in the middle of summer, you would 100% understand. You'd be like, I don't have time to keep up with other people on Instagram. I gotta get to work.
It's not Instagram. It's YouTube live streams.
Oh, okay.
That's where all of the information gets out.
Gotcha. Yeah, I got my own business, and it's landscaping in Florida in the middle of summer, and then I got 3 dogs, and plus my girlfriend, and obligations, and all sorts of other things with her family and things. It's just busy life, busy life.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna go look up Citron on Wikipedia now, and we can start talking about it. Lego Citron.
Before it's all said and done, I'll have it running through mine.
Yeah, because we already covered the wiki page for this previously, but we're going to give you guys a refresher. So, Citron is an unreleased sub-theme of LEGO Space. The theme would have taken place on an alien planet with underwater astronauts and aliens. Many new monorail parts were made for this theme, but when the monorail from Futuron failed to make enough money, development of Citron stopped. So we can all blame Futuron for Citron never existing. And these are the 2 pictures that people most care about with Citron.
You're absolutely correct.
The picture of the main base for what would have been the monorail.
That would have been.
And also a picture of some of the concept art for the other sets.
So Johnny G, yeah, I tell you right now, I've already got all the monorail track, and I've been talking to this guy. He works at the Orlando Brick Co. And so he said whenever I'm ready to build it, let him know. He'll give me the PDF files for all the stickers and all the everything, and he'll let me know how to get all the parts and what I need to do the monorail. This build right here that you're seeing, Johnny. This is just my mock right here. This is just 1/10 of what I got going on in the this take. Like if I break it up into sections and everything, I have about 10 sections this size that I'm doing for underwater. Yeah, and Angry Dragon, we're right there with you. We everybody wish him out. Well, I mean everybody who's kind of a fan of aquazone.
Yeah, so I'm going. Yeah, so we already gave our thoughts about this on a previous stream. So if you want to hear those thoughts, you can go back on the replay. But I wanted to talk about something in particular. I want to go to Instagram to make my points. And I want to search Double King Rick. Double King Brick, because he's the guy from Atlanta Brick Company who made recreations of the Citron, and we're going to share Instagram. And go to Double King Bricks on Instagram. And we're going to find his photos.
And it should be probably one of his.
This is a reel he made.
I'm jealous of that.
Just going to let everyone enjoy his reel.
I have that light that makes that underwater effect too. That's so awesome, man. I'll be honest with you. That's a pretty legit setup.
So it's a really
I'm
cool
not-
station.
Yeah. How do you feel about the color combo, the red, the blue, and the yellow?
I'm not crazy about it.
I'm a fan all the way until the red.
I think it all should have been red and white.
Oh, that would have been cool too.
I think the yellow is too distracting.
I think the yellow really gives it the aquazone appeal, but then the red and white is more of a space.
Yeah, and this is technically a space theme, not an aqua theme.
Yeah, exactly. It's like an underwater space planet.
Yeah, because it's kind of like the Gungan sub in Star Wars, whatever ocean the Gungan sub was swimming in.
Yeah. That was I'm trying to remember which one that was the very first. That's when Anakin was a pod racer.
Yeah. Like that, like also the Naboo swamp is the kind of vibes I get out of this theme, because some people forget it was actually supposed to be a space theme.
Yeah.
It was not an event where Lego is going underwater for the first time. No, it's an underwater planet in space.
I'll tell you another thing people don't realize is a space theme is Rock Raiders. People think it's underground.
Well, technically, every planet is a space planet.
Well, yeah, but you get what I mean.
Yeah, but
Planet's not on Earth.
I just had to say it.
I get
because
yeah.
Because I'm that guy.
Yeah, no, we're definitely all in out. We're all in space. We're just on our planet.
And so you can see that he used the Futuron torso for that one guy, and I'm not sure what torso he used for that yellow guy.
And I'll tell you another thing. You can see what monorail he used, because he uses that white motor that goes with it. I wish that because like when it goes by, you know, the motor that's turning the monorail, that's making the monorail go around. You see how it's the white one? That's from the space one. That was from not Futron.
Oh, that was from
but the
Unitron.
Halo that you could put over that, because like the monorail that I have, which is the red one, the airport shuttle, it has a red cover that goes over that motor.
Yeah, all of the different monorails had exclusive covers to the motor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I just think that the yellow is really distracting. I really like the color of the base, but I'm pretty sure there was someone who bought a mock to Chicago of that monorail that's going by. And
yeah,
but instead he put it on 9-volt track instead of the monorail track.
You ever got a monorail? Which one would you get?
I've said this before, I would want the Unitron monorail because it came with the switch tracks.
Got you.
And the switch tracks just add so much more playability because you can get a passing siding, or you can get an alternate route. And have like an inside loop and an outside loop.
Yeah, no, and yeah, that's why I do like that track on the one where it drops down on the inside.
Yes, because they all had the ascending tracks, but only the Unitron had the switch tracks. For the Futuron and Airport Shuttle monorails, you had to buy the switch tracks separately. But that's enough out of this.
Yeah, exactly. Reel. They used to sell a kit.
They sold kits for. Oh, this is another reel. This is to do with the base and some of the craft. And I think he had to paint a lot of those pieces green because they were never made. Like that cannon was never made in green, so he had to paint it. Because Briggsar did an interview with this guy at Atlanta BlickCon, and he confirmed that. Because so I guess with these green pieces, they were prototypical, but they were only production pieces. Because if they took actual photographs of these that Wikipedia has, they must exist, but they're non-production pieces because they were never released. So somewhere out there, unless they've been destroyed, someone still has these, and they're probably sitting on hundreds of dollars of green pieces. Is your mic broken?
No, I'm losing signal. It keeps cutting in and out.
Yeah, there is also a tiny
Can you hear me?
of a lag too, and I did hear that.
Yeah. I don't know. We're having really bad weather right now, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so that's enough out of that reel. There's also this. Got the Aqua Lock walkway right there. And I like how the custom painted alien just blends in with the foliage.
Yeah.
And there's a shot of the craft behind. See, I really like that color scheme. I wish, you know what? I'm gonna say that I wish all this green stuff was this color scheme instead.
Yeah.
It just looks more spacey to me.
I do like that ship right there. I like the propellers on the back too. Like almost like a drone.
Yeah, because the way that those propellers, I guess, can shift side or can shift on rotation reminds me of the Typhoon sub from what was the 2010 Aqua theme? Atlantis.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And also you can tell that it's a space set because the cargo hold can attach to the back of the ship via Technic pins. Oh yeah, that's just gone into there. And then there's also this. This was his main shot. I guess trying to recreate the shot that we saw before from Wikipedia, and he's got a lot of images. But this is just such a good photo. I really like this photo.
Yeah, it's impressive that he was able to.
Because it's almost like
Yeah,
shot.
I'm impressed he was able to come up with that.
Because it's almost like a shot-for-shot remake of the image that we all know and love from the promotional material. And there are other images.
Yeah. I love the octangular glass pieces that open left to right on there to make like a sub.
It makes it look like a proper bubble canopy.
Yes, indeed.
To form the cockpit.
Johnny G says he's not crazy about the red.
Oh, I'm actually kind of the opposite. Because Seatron is a space theme, not an underwater theme. If they had designated this as an underwater theme, I would totally agree. But because this is supposed to be in space rather than underwater on Earth, we don't know if the alien planets far, far away would have a yellow and trans blue color scheme. We don't know that. But on Earth, they definitely would. Which is why they went with that for the aquazone theme 5 years later. And I gotta say, are those extension pieces, those 2x2 by, I think that's either 4 or 5 extension pieces, are really tricky to come by.
Yeah.
I can't.
The yellow and grays, right?
I couldn't name particular sets where the yellow and grey ones come in. I can name you sets where the red ones come in, but not the yellow and grey.
Yeah.
What else? Other images. So
Chris McBricker says, do we remember the Diver series that came out in this time frame?
The Divers theme did not come out until the late 90s. This is early 90s stuff right here. But yeah, the Divers sub-theme of Lego Town was really cool because it gave us the really cool big ugly rock pieces with the stickers, and it gave us some really cool tan base plates similar to the Western sets. But I guess I'm just going to call these things the Aqualock pods. And it almost looks like from this shot that shark is going to get trapped. What?
I like that.
Yeah, you're cutting out really badly. Oh, that Florida weather, man, isn't it just the best thing ever for a live stream?
Anyone said?
And this is another shot of the base. Some of the divers crawling around foliage. When I make a coral reef, I want to make foliage that looks like this, very simple. A shot of the top of the monorail as well, and this is a shot of the big base. So what you notice is that these raised base plates are the same mold that was used for the Neptune Discovery Lab from Aquazone, except that one represented more of the blue haze on the rocks. Rather, these are straight up rocks. And the substance on these raised base plates is nothing compared to the Neptune Discovery Lab, because I think this is just more of a place for docking your vehicle than anything else. It's not an actual lab for analyzing crystals or whatever. Just a very bare bones, and I like that we kind of get a coffin right there. You can see the skeleton is in there. I think that's funny. And you get more images. But the Double King really emphasizes the sea people in the background. The green, black, and trans neon green color. I've only seen this trans light blue octopus a handful of times. That piece was definitely not available in the early 90s. And then cap it off with all of them together underwater, and you got the Citron logo up in the top right. So that's Double King Bricks' post about Citron, and we all like Citron as a result. So RC is going through some technical difficulties, so we got to do this. So we'll just wait for RC to come back, because RC had some really bad technical issues. And so I'll just say that I'm really tired from editing videos in the last 3 days. And so not only did I film vlogs about what I filmed at Chicago, but I also filmed some videos about some of the sets that I bought. So let me go get my octane stuff. I haven't showed everyone everything from some of these things. Let me get it out. So I bought this set, which is an Octane Formula 1 racer, and it came in the box, and it came with the instructions right there. And then I also, as a part of a 4-pack, I got this Octane Rally Racer. And these are the instructions for it. So this was the first thing that you built, but there are these other 4 sets right here. So I just want to scroll forward to the pictures of some of the other builds and their artwork. These are really small sets, so the instructions are really short. And that's the Black Monarch's ghost I was talking about last week. I think the Black Monarch's ghost set is technically has the most. And then this is the pirate set. And RC lost internet connection. And this is my most nostalgic set out of this is my most nostalgic set out of this 4-pack, because this is very reminiscent of a smaller pirate set that I had. I actually didn't have any of the small Blacktron sets. I had the medium-sized Blacktron sets. So if I go back, this is reminiscent of, well, this is a smaller version of
bigger Blacktron sets that I grew up with, and I always like collecting the Blacktron 2 figures. So I just wanted to show that off, and I filmed a comparison video between these two sets, and I'm just keeping them on the floor in my room right now because I have nowhere else to put them, and I'm keeping things on the floor so I can film them, and I've got about a dozen videos that are unlisted on my channel, and you can pledge to me on Patreon to watch them early access. I will be gradually releasing them early access on Patreon, so go pledge to them to see them all in early access. And I also filmed a video about palm. I'll get them out. I need to find my box. This is the 2-piece palm tree. This is the pirate set. This palm tree doesn't like to stay up. And then this is my mock palm tree, which doesn't like to stay up either. So I filmed a video about this as well. And that'll be early access to those who pledge to me on Patreon. Let's move this. Okay, RC's resetting his internet. That's a wise decision. I have to do that a lot. And then I also bought this Time Cruisers set. So I think I might do a thoughts video about Time Cruisers, focusing on this set. And if you watch last week's stream, the only reason I bought it was for Crazy Itinerary. Crazy Itinerary is one of my favourite mini figures from the 90s. There's Crazy Itinerary. And we're going to put Crazy Itinerary in the vehicle so that I don't lose him. But if you get the right surface, these propellers up top spin. This propeller spins more freely than this one. I'm not sure why. I think there's slightly more friction in this one. This is not fake Lego at all. And if anything, I'll show you the Lego logo underneath here. It doesn't show up on camera well. If I can get the right lighting, you might barely, it just doesn't show up on camera well. So I want to do a thoughts video about Time Cruisers, because RC is a massive fan of Time Cruisers and he owns all the sets of Time Cruisers. And then I didn't really cover this as much last week because I'm not as interested in this compared to the pamphlet. But I did want to talk about the rest of the stuff on here. So this is a pamphlet where you fill out your details to join the Lego Club. You've got the Canadian and the American addresses right now. And I believe somewhere in here there's somewhere where you can enter some sweepstakes or something. And so you can see the Lego Mania magazine right there. I think there is some Royal Knights on the cover. 6 new issues of Lego Mania magazine. But there's actually some stuff on the back that I wanted to cover. So you got one of the Lego Maniacs. I forget if that's Zach or Jack the Lego Maniac, but you got the English and the French for Canada down there. Looks like a really bulky, big old digital camera. You got a robot, brick built. You got one of the, I guess that's the Lego Mania magazine. And you've got the Neptune Discovery Lab. It says you could win sets like this, members only. So I guess the Neptune Discovery Lab was one of the prizes that you could win when joining the Lego Club. A members only offer. Yes, Zach and Jack came before Max. So I wanted to cover this just because it had the Neptune Discovery Lab on it. So this isn't as interesting as the 1990s. Just because I like now there's just more interesting stuff on here. So, and we already talked about this last week. You got the aquazone, the Royal Knights, the Explorians, the Pirates, the Technic, the Trains, the Model Teams, the Boats, and on the other side you got some of the talents, including my favourite space set of all time, my favourite civilian space set, I should clarify, which is the Space Shuttle launch. And you've also got the Indy Transport, the Metro, the Metro Police Station PD, or whatever it was called, the Fast Track Finish, you got a little harbour set, and you got a little red biplane right there. And then this is a big image of those sets. Looks like it's a racing scene with a police station in the background. Because most of, and actually, the Space Shuttle launch is out of this picture. But I collect these pamphlets and I need more of them. So RC is going to try and hook me up with the 98, the 97, and the 93 pamphlet. So I've already got the 99, 94, and the 96 pamphlet. So I need people to hook me up with the 1990, 91, 92, and 95 pamphlet. I don't care which the variation, which order they're from. I just want one from each of those years. I definitely want to complete the 90s, and if anyone has any from the 80s, I would like stuff together. Because I grew up reading a lot of those pamphlets, and I asked myself the question, I've never seen that set before. What's that one? What's that one? Where's that? And then years later, I realized, oh, these sets were tied before I was born. So because I grew up with vintage Lego as a kid, not the new city sets that came out in 2005, I grew up with. I started collecting Lego City in 2006, which was the second year of Lego City. And because I owned vintage Lego before the Lego City sets, I have more of an appreciation for the vintage Lego because I inherited all that stuff from my brother, and I've talked about that on previous videos. You can go back and watch my old videos to hear the story about that. Check out my anniversary video
What's going on with your internet, Ask Me? Have you reset it? Do you think you'll be able to come back on? Because if not, we're going to put it up. And I'm drinking this. Printed street signs. So let me show these. These are more generic ones. Let's see if I can get these in order. These are ones with the numbers. Actually, there is a main street. So we got Main Street, First Street, Second Street, Third Street, Fourth Street. I wish this was Fifth Avenue, not Fifth Street. 7th Street, 8th Street, 9th Street, and 10th Street. So both that pack cost $10. One I said on the Lego comes also costing $10. You can also buy individually. Yeah. These ones, I think these were 10 because the names were more Lego-fied. These were 11 because they're the more generic names. Okay, cool. Let me know if the modem is working. We're going to put this in. And so now I've got some decisions to make about what I want to name my streets, because I don't think I have enough streets for all of these names. So I might just have to have some being unused and only use them when I get a bigger house or a bigger city. But these two packs cost me $10 each. There's a lot of printing in them. A lot of people can't wait for the Zelda sets. Is my audio still skipping? If you've got the Neptune Discovery Lab in a bulk bin, you should definitely try and rebuild it, because it's a really awesome set. Do you have the instructions? Oh, RC is coming back.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, here. I'm going to turn this off. My bad. That's probably backfiring. Oh. All right, let's see if it works. We'll see what happens.
So you had to do the old reset?
Yeah, I unplugged it and let it sit for a couple minutes and then plugged it back in.
And I think the lag is gone now.
Off a TV that the last time I was watching it, it was connected to Netflix, so I don't know if the TV was still connected and pulling off the Wi-Fi also, but I turned all that off also.
Yeah, I just hope that the lag goes away.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, who said they found the Neptune Discovery Lab in a bulk bin?
Angry Dragon.
Oh yeah, no, that's awesome.
Yeah, and
That's
so
what
when
this whole mock is based off of.
And so when I got home, I realized that there's some random Lego in my room that doesn't need to be here anymore. So with those sig figs that I got, I can add them to my collection. So let me get this. Let me get these out. So we can add Mr. Bookie Boo. Shy time is my time.
Was Mr. Bookie Boo nice?
Yeah. He exhibited something. Actually, I'll give you some close-ups of these guys. Yes, that's Mr. Bookie Boo. Another one. That Shy Time is my time. He has a really high-quality pad printing, and he's actually got stuff at the back.
Who do you think was the coolest person out of all of them? Who do you were like, oh, this is a really down-to-earth kind of person right here?
I didn't get an impression from any, honestly, because I don't see them as people. I see them as community members, so it's hard to judge. Last year, without doubt, it was Chicken Bricks, just because we've bonded more with each other than anyone else ever. This year, I didn't talk with a lot of people who I talk to all the time. But if I was going to answer the question, I'd probably say Lego Team B, just because we were both exhibitors. And last year, Brick World Chicago, it was actually Holly on Film that introduced me to them. And so since then, we've developed a relationship.
Very nice.
More so than anyone else at the convention. And there's a closer look at London Bridge Bricks. Don't worry, Angry Dragon. I'm coming to Brick Fair, Virginia, if it still exists in 2022. So Fab Blondie has her own business card.
Very nice.
And got her QR code at the back there if anyone wants to check her out.
Did a lot of people have their QR code made out of cheese wedges?
You mean tiles? Yes.
Yeah, I've seen it.
They did.
Yeah.
That's Fab Blondie Bricks. And Nicole Lady McBrick actually has hers in a little foil pack.
Oh, very nice.
So I'm going to see if I can try and open this live on camera. And
She put some time and effort into that one, huh?
Yeah, and she's even got a doily. And it's hard to get the light to reflect properly.
Look right there, you see it clear as day. Very nice. Lady McBrick, Nicole.
Yeah, she's German, the first German I've ever talked to at a convention. So I can add it to my bag of sig figs.
Do they all have a place in the city?
They're all going to be on the platform at my railway station.
Oh, there you go.
They're going to be waiting for the passenger train that's never going to come because I haven't built it yet.
They're waiting for eternity down there, right?
They'll see plenty of freight trains going by, but unless they want to be,
unless they want to be Hobo Joe or Hobo Shoestring, they're just wasting their time on that platform. So just so that I don't destroy it, I'm gonna keep Nicole's doily inside of her foil pack.
Good idea. That way you don't mess it up.
And I don't lose it. It doesn't become separated. And Unite, I have so much sanitizing wipes on the United airplanes. And I have so many serviettes from all the fast food joints I went to. I won't have to buy a box of tissues ever again. So let me get the Fab Blondies sig fig for just a quick second, because actually no, it is Nicole's sig fig who comes with this heart on a jumper. Actually, I think I'll have to position it so that she's holding it. There. So she's holding a heart. So these are all of my sig figs, and I'm always willing to trade more.
Who's your favorite fig that you've traded for so far?
My favorite fig that I've traded for is by far Shy Time is my time, just because it's the best quality printing and it's the most complex by far.
Fair enough.
While mine is the cheapest quality that you'll ever see.
That's okay.
So Shy Time's sig fig is on one end of the spectrum, and mine is at the other end.
It's okay.
Yeah, but I deliberately did that so that I could order as much en masse as possible.
That's what I've heard. A lot of people say make sure you stick to torsos and fig, or like pants and parts that you can get relatively easy.
Yeah, because we've talked about this before. A lot of people, when sig figs got really popular in the Instagram generation of the LEGO YouTube community, as I call it, they got caught out with their sig figs because they used pieces from CMFs, and then when those CMFs retire, you can't get them anymore, and they get expensive on Bricklink. Or what a lot of people from the next generation did, which some people call the Rona generation, is they used pieces from the BAM Tower, and now those aren't available on the BAM Tower anymore, and they got more expensive.
Okay.
And so those two different types of sig fig builders got caught out. However, I will never get caught out because I use the most basic pieces you can think of.
I was gonna say, I would think I was able to make your fig, because I have your fig in my city. I just don't have the one printed like your print personally from you. But I do have your fig in my city, and I was able to get it out of a bulk bin that I bought.
Yeah, because exactly. Because anyone who gets a bulk bin that has parts for figures in them, if you can look out and find one that has some of the 80s airport town sets, then chances are you can assemble my sig.
Yeah, because that's mainly the bulk that I was going there for a long time, is just the
because
90s
everyone
stuff.
has blue pants, everyone has the classic smile, everyone has the red baseball cap, but not everyone has the airport worker torso. And the airport worker torso is a max of $2 on Bricklink. Because it's produced in so many sets
that you can find at a dime a dozen.
But it is a fig that I 100% relate to my childhood.
Yeah, and so at the time, I was able to get 100 of them for only $350.
Nice.
But the average prices I see for all those parts together is about $3 US. So yeah, that's mine, and we're done focusing on the stuff that I wanted to do. So let's go back and see RC's stuff. I'm going to go take a second break. So please give us another update on your mock.
All right, cool deal. I'll show you guys what I'm working on currently if you want to see that. So let me put these pieces together and then I'll show you this backside. All right, so we'll bring this around here. Let's see what you got. Oh, okay, I can still see the computer screen. All right, so what I'm working on here is you can see I'm building this up. See the wall that I'm building through here, and then across here, and then across here. But it's actually the top of this plate. So what I want to do is I'm going to build pretty much a wall. It'll all look gray through here, but then it'll have a wall around this, but then the inside it can be whatever colors I want. But I'll build a top and it'll have more rock and more coral. And if you can see it there, it's a submarine. It's another one of these submarines that are over here. I'm going to have him over here pecking at crystals and picking stuff up with some more divers and, more sharks and underwater scenes. And then that's going to be the top on from the front. But then the one thing I've got to do is I'm going to build another. I built it like this because when I slide it into the city, it's going to slide up against another mock and you're not going to see any of this really. But I do plan on taking this and showing this somewhere somehow. Maybe some show somewhere here locally, or maybe go to one that's a little bit further away that more people will be at. But either way, I'm going to build another kind of facade of rock work, and it's going to cover up all this, ugly color, multicolored brick. And it's going to come down through here, and then it'll do the same thing. It'll go up here, and it'll come down, and it'll have a little facade of stone and rock work that come through there, and then I'll have a bunch of coral and everything like that, and then it'll just pretty much look like the scene of where they're swimming out and they're swimming in and out of the cave here, and then
hello, the live.
Hey, Brick is alive. How are you?
Yeah, that
Did
Queen
you get to Dieselland?
Huh?
I was asking Brick is life if she got to Dieselland. That was a Lego show that was right around the corner from here.
Yeah, that Queen Armadillo figure easily sells for over $100. It's crazy.
Thank you, Brick is life.
And almost everyone who watches this, who watches Real Whole Egg, thinks that your mock's awesome. Because it is.
I appreciate it.
And once again, if anyone has any questions for me about Brick World Chicago, you can ask me anytime. Yeah. So oh, okay, Hoarder. Yes, absolutely. You can fill out a request by sending a DM to the Real Whole Egg Instagram.
You got a Hoarder over here?
Yeah, so for those who don't know, anyone can request to be a guest. So I'm gonna go to Instagram really quickly so I can let people know how. Oh, just got 2 notifications. And also, I'm going to go on a little spiel here. So I posted some more photos from Chicago me and the boys. But I'm quickly going to go off to some other things. So I'm gonna briefly go through all of the photos I took that are Chicago related. So this was originally first released to my pledges on Patreon. They saw this 2 weeks. So they saw this 1 week before everyone else. This was my mosaic for Chicago, and this is people who pledged to me on Patreon saw me gradually building this, and so they saw this up to a month before everyone else.
It looks good, buddy.
And then this was my this was me behind my mosaic at Chicago, and I had to use the Craggle to get these pieces of paper with the QR codes to stand on. Fortunately, or actually no, I haven't tested to see how permanent the Craggle is. And then I did a post with people who I got selfies with in front of it. So we got Emmasaurus, Richie from Our Toy World, Big Nate Bricks, and Journal of the Scots. And then this is a part one of a lot of selfies. So I got one with M&R Productions, the Lakers versus the Celtics. I'm mad that the Celtics won the championship. Just Too Good Sarah. So now I can say that I have met both Justin and Sarah from Just Too Good. Emmasaurus, Tiago, Holly on film. I got a selfie in front of her Barbie house, mock, which was really cool because she actually had the Western Barbie next to it. London Bridge Bricks, Sands, Josh Build Stuff, Jason's Bricks and Fiverton Gal and Brick Games, and Lego Teamby. And then I did another one. This was with Jean's version, Brian Savarino from Bricks O'Brien, Girl Bricks a Lot, The Brick Bods, Cody Otten, Jason's Bricks and Five with Oswald, Brick and Brood, Tim's Brick Adventure, Lego CPA. And then this is the group photo that Sean took of us at Ales. At the Ale House, which was a sports bar. And then we went to the I tagged along with Sean the Right Way, Cooper Copper Kayak, and Brick Lover Brad. Brad drove us to the Lego store because we wanted to pick up some stuff. I think Sean picked up some Disney. Brad, Cooper, and I picked up some CMFs. Cooper and I picked up some PAB. We cleaned out the rest of their small pine trees. He got 50-something pine trees, and I got 60-something pine trees. And the boys from a couple of Brickheads were the main people who put together the tech behind the broadcast table for different people's YouTube channels and the Brick World YouTube channel, which is Mark Larson's channel. And there's Brent's Bricks right there, part of ATOB. And this was when Sean was setting up the recording software. And so I'll have another post tomorrow with part 2 of the group photos I took. But yeah, so those, and this photo has 83 likes. Oh yeah, 83 likes. And so when I posted this hours later, I was notified that M&R Productions did an Instagram story saying worst along the lines of worst picture at Brickworld Chicago with the SMH and one of the lol emojis, purely because Celtics fans and Lakers fans don't like each other.
That's funny.
So M&R Productions is feeling happy that his Celtics won the NBA championship, and I'm happy that I took this selfie, and that it's got 83 likes. Yeah, so I'm really happy with this. Yeah, so this one got 83 likes. This has gotten 34 likes. I posted this earlier today. It's got 7 likes. This has 27 likes. This has 37 likes. This has 11 likes, and the original one has 20 likes. So I'm really happy with those photos. We had a really good time at Chicago. You should definitely come and follow me on Instagram if you haven't done so already. And we're going to log into the Real Whole Egg Instagram account.
I'm going to address the chat right quick. I appreciate it, Brick's Life. The question I asked you was, did you make it to Deezerland to that Lego show? And then Johnny G, you're a trip. Brick's Life, when's the next Lego show around? I think we got another one coming up here soon. I don't know if you're going to make it to it. I wouldn't mind saying hi or something, or meeting you at a Lego show.
Yeah. So this is the Real Whole Egg Instagram account. We have 13 followers. And so, if you're a fan of the Real Whole Egg YouTube live stream, you should definitely follow Real Whole Egg on Instagram. It's all lowercase with underscores, and this is how I follow my co-host from this account.
I have been doing poorly at lately.
Yeah. And so from time to time, we post updates in written form here. And so if you want your Instagram posts of your mocks to be featured on Real Whole Egg, you can tag Real Whole Egg in your post, and you can use the hashtag Real Whole Egg in your post to be featured on the show. And so if you want to be a guest co-host on Real Whole Egg live streams, send us a DM. If you like a particular Lego theme and want to come on Real Whole Egg as a guest host to talk about it, DM us your application.
Exactly.
And so if I go to my DMs, previously Red Coat Kyle made an application.
Be prepared to have a criminal background check done.
Yeah. And so we do not accept people who cannot firmly commit to the starting time. So just send us a DM. If you want to come onto the panel. Only send us a DM of your request to come on if you can 100% commit to coming on.
Mayo said all or nothing, pal.
Because it is not fair to the organization of this live stream if people are non-committal or don't put in all their energy to make an effort to come onto the show if they ask. Because we've been burned years and years and years and years and years by people who are non-committal.
Hey, you were speaking about meeting people at Chicago. Brick is Life said she was the first into the convention, and that she got to meet the Brick twins. I don't know who those are. I'm gonna have to look them up.
I don't know who they are either. Yeah. And so now that we're kind of done talking about Citron, and kind of that we're wrapping up our Aquazone month, although we'll talk about Aquazone anytime we want to for the rest of our lives. And that we went through Double King Brick's Instagram posts. What's your final thoughts about Citron and Aquazone?
I feel like, okay, so I do like it, and I wish it would have came out. I feel like if it would have came out, it wouldn't have all the hype that it does. I think the only real reason it has the hype is because of the fact that it never was really released. If it was released, out of all the monorails, I don't know if I like it as much as I like the other three. But it is a cool underwater one. I do like that it's underwater, but I'm not a big fan of that base.
Yeah, so I'll address Citron first. Citron is, in my opinion, the most lost potential of any cancelled theme ever. There are more sets from other themes that had more potential on a per set basis, but as an entire theme, the cancellation of Citron, I think, is the most impactful for me, because it would have given us the fourth monorail.
Oh yeah,
and
for sure.
if there was a fourth monorail, then the monorail pieces would be cheaper slightly, because there would be more availability of those parts.
Yeah. Well,
and also it's important to remember, as per Wikipedia, the LEGO fan wiki, that it specifically noted that Citron was cancelled because the Futuron monorail underperformed, which means if the Futuron monorail sold better and had greater sales, then we would have gotten the Citron theme, and that means that if more of the monorails had been sold, LEGO might have made more than just 4, and they might have had them in production for longer, and instead of the Unitron monorail retiring in 1996, and that was the last time you could get a monorail, they might have sold one. They might have come up with a fifth one for one of the space themes in the late 90s. And who knows, maybe they might have done a life on Mars monorail too, and stretched into the noughties. So I think that text from the Citron Wikipedia article is very impactful, because it connects the dots of the lost potential of not only Citron as a theme, but also the monorail as a concept. So those are my reasons. If there's any other cancelled themes out there that anyone thinks is more impactful, like I know some people will argue for the Phineas and Ferb sets that we didn't get, and there's probably other licensed themes that were cancelled that people might say. But those are my reasons. So have your thoughts in the comments below. And in terms of Aquazone, best theme of 1995, no doubt. And I don't think there would be as many coral reef builders today if it wasn't for Aquazone, because Aquazone was the most complete underwater theme that LEGO's ever made.
Yeah, I'll give it that. And especially only in a 2-year span, right? They only did Aquazone for at least this version, Aquanauts and Aqua Sharks. They only did it for 2 years.
Yeah, 1995 to 1997, and then they came out with the Hydronauts and the Stingrays in the late 90s, which aren't as memorable because we all live in a yellow submarine, which is what the Aquanauts are, a yellow submarine organization.
Brick is Life. I am not in a lug. I do this on my own. I don't think I could really dedicate a time to a lug because they want you to be places and help with the builds and, you know, kind of dedicate some time. My time's kind of stretched a little thin as it is right now. It'd be hard for me to dedicate my time to something else.
Yeah, so I'm just going to check the poll really quickly. I'm going to go check the poll.
All right.
Because I wanna see what the vote is, what the vote is like, and then before we end.
What is the vote?
And then before we end this stream, we'll read some of the comments. Okay, so Alpha Team is winning so far. There's been 7 votes. And it's at 71% right now. So if you haven't voted on the poll, make sure to do so.
Where's my phone? I should go vote on it. I don't even know where my phone. Here's my phone. Are you in a lug?
No, I'm
sorry to cut you off. I was asking Brick and Life or Brick is Life. Are you in a lug at all? I just went and voted. There are lugs down there where you're at, right, Mayo?
Huh?
There are lugs where you're at, right?
Yeah, my state has a lug. Anyway, so that was that, and I'm not as qualified to talk about aquazone or time cruises as what RC is.
Oh, speaking of which, did you see my comment in the chat earlier when my internet wasn't working? I said you should look up the advertisements for aquazone in the 90s. They got the videos on YouTube or whatever. But that's the kind of commercials I grew up with.
Yeah, you'll have to send me a link to that stuff. We're going to go read the comments now because we got a lot of comments in the past week. I'm going to check to see if there's anything held for review. Oh, there was. Because Contra doesn't know how to spell, we're going to approve that. Let me see. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. So we're going to read the comment. Where's the thing? Let's read the comments.
Guys, I should really make a reading your comments video. Great job. This is the best thing I've ever seen since yesterday.
Good. What high praise, man. What a great comment.
Too much cliffhanger, not enough story, craves more story, am very sad.
Am very sad, dude.
So he was scarped.
I've been scarped before, it's not fun.
Yeah, it takes a lot of commitment, Chris. Okay, so let's read these comments. Let's go to the bottom and go up. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Okay, so on the last stream, Stud City says, Mayo, I told you that Baja Blast still exists in bottles and cans here. They made so many you still find them in some stores. It's crazy, so much for limited edition. That's getting a hard one. I'm going to say, I know, right? They lied to me about limited edition. I'm gonna there's a lot here. Then I also did a video about I'm upgrading technology again. So Oaktown said great video, have a great week. I'm gonna say I did have a great week editing Chicago vlogs. And then Nate Mr. Blue said, great video, Mayo, have a great week. It was warm here today. I'm going to say, it's too cold back home. Okay.
Definitely not the problem here.
So now we can focus on comments on my community post and on my video. Are there bad people in LAN, LEGO Ambassador Network? So, 4-66 says, yes. Yes, there are. I'm going to say I concur with that. Gladiator Bricks Productions says, yep, worst part is it's for huge YouTubers only. I'm going to say that's factually incorrect. There is no limit to subscriber count. It's purely on community impact. So you know when I say that there are some people who don't know what they're talking about? Brick Hive said, thank you, Mayo. Because I did, because this video was mainly a reaction to a lot of the Hive streams and pure rant fury. So I'm gonna say, your streams are worth reacting to. Nate Mr. Blue said, great video, Mayo. Thanks for the info. Have a great week. And actually, I'm going to give Hive's comment a heart too. I always pride myself on giving good info. Joe and Steven says, love a good rant. And so does everyone else in the comments. Then Chris McGricker said, words, wisdom, and knowledge. Hell yeah, that's getting a heart. And I'm going to say, I try to sound like a savant. Yeah, I try to sound like a savant in this community, even though I'm not. And then co-host says, I have, actually no, we're going to address that last. Oaktown said, great video. Brick Hive definitely knows how to cook up a great rant. That's getting a heart and say, in my opinion, he's the best ranter in the community. And we're quickly going to deviate to some of my, actually also, Mark said, Nao, use a legend. Now, if you know, sometimes me, myself, and I being on the back burner get to see a lot in a kind sorts of ways. Looking sharp, Mayo. Hope you had safe travels. And I ask myself all the same questions. Why the fuck? Because I know how to twist your mind. Now that is what I'm talking about, and a true humanitarian. That's getting a heart. I'm gonna say I am a legend because I'm the reference master, and I watch everyone's it, and I made it back in one piece, and I'm a philosopher. How do you fucking spell philosopher?
PH.
At heart. And I know enough. I know enough about psychology to impose myself over other people. Okay, now let's get to some of the comments from the community posts. So, because we're going to address yours directly afterwards. So I asked, are you jealous of people in LAN? And we're going to look at the results for that poll as well. Kundra says, no, not jelly, about those in LAN. Cass, I love LEGO just as much as them. And to get to the odd presets from gwp.lol, I think we have enough peoples in LAN, and I sometimes watch they vid, but at time don't. Cass, they all become the same, and plus I find out about the sets already before they show them. I like Brick Flicker, it's more exciting for me, and I like Gang S reviews on sets or dot bricks. I ain't jealous of them either, because unlike stupid people, I understand the system. And then Contra also, Ben's Brick Design says, can't be jealous of myself. Also, Log Ambassador is different from fan media. No one wants that job. And I'll say, that's true. People mistakenly think people mistakenly represent fan media as all of LAN because they don't know what they're talking about. And Dave Quicks put up the sad emoji, and so will I. Actually, no, sorry, that was for something else. So this is another community post. I did about how what are the reasons why people aren't watching my live streams. So that was when That was when Dave put up the sad emoji. Country says, I watch your live streams if I know you're live and if not doing other stuff. Because you're a busy guy in the morning. Town Creator said time difference, it's in the middle of the night for me, unfortunately. That's getting a comment. Said, I don't expect Europeans to watch my streams, given the time zone. Chris McGricker says, I'm not sure what I'm doing, but I'm not avoiding you. Not every stream will have gold content, so don't be hard on yourself. People come and people go in the LEGO community all the time. That's how I got half of my collection dirt cheap. that's getting a hard and say. The best people to buy Lego from are those who are who want to liquidate their Lego or don't know what they're selling. And Johnny G said, yep, this is what's wrong with YouTube. All about the clicks, not the viewers. Jabbo's all about that Lego live. That's getting a hard and say. Jabbo has consistent 1K views and does complain about his performance. And that should be all those except for one. Actually, no, except for two. And I also did a community post letting people know that the success of my Thomas the Tank Engine Duplo video. Contra says, it was one of the great TV shows in the late 80s. I wasn't a complete freak Thomas Tank Engine type, but I watched it here and there, though some days. That's getting a hard and say. With YouTube, I'm blessed to watch all the old seasons without needing a TV series schedule. Okay, that was that. And now we're going to talk about what you wanted to talk about. So, co-host says, I have way too much to say about this video to put it all in the comment section. We will definitely have to chat about it, a few of these topics on your next live stream, buddy.
Yeah, that's when he was going off about guns, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, man. Some of what he was saying about guns was way wrong, man. Nothing against him whatsoever, but I'd have to go back and watch a video to remember 100% what he was saying. But some of what he was saying about guns, I was like, no, that's not even right. That's not true. But yeah, no, I'll have to rewatch it to remember exactly what he said. But no, it was the gun stuff that he was talking about that I was like, oh no. Yeah, I was like, it would have taken me too long to write it all out. But I'll have to remember it, and I'll take cliff notes, and that way next week I'll remember for sure.
So who knows? Maybe you should film yourself doing a reaction of my reaction video.
A reaction of a reaction of a reaction.
Yeah, kind of like when you had the Walking Dead TV show, and then you had the Talking Dead TV show talking about what happened on the episode of Walking Dead, and then you had Talking Dead talking about what Talking Dead talked about the Walking Dead.
Yeah, exactly. And then they had the Talking Dead. Is that where they had the cast talking about the show? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, because I remember that Yvette Nicole Brown was an actress for one of the characters, and my most memorable episode of The Talking Dead is when they got Yvette Nicole Brown on.
That's funny. That's too funny. Yeah, that's reality. Well, it's not even reality TV. It's a TV show, but it just takes off nowadays.
Is there anything else you needed to address?
No. It was what he was saying about guns. I got to go back and see what he was saying about. I remember he was saying something. I was like, oh no. I was like, he was talking about. First of all, he was talking about mass confiscation that happened in your country, which is true. And then he was talking about something else here in America. And then I was like, no. I was like, that's not quite right. And then he said something else, and I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, I wish I could say something. I wish I could be like, no, that's not, no.
Well, unfortunately, the only way you can go back and watch that Hive stream is if you're a member of his channel.
Oh, okay. I'll watch it on your thing again.
Yeah, but mine's obviously highly edited.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so other people agree with me about when people are selling their collections.
Oh
They
yeah,
just-
absolutely.
They just want to wipe their hands clean.
The best is when grandma's getting rid of it.
Yeah, and that's also that reminds me of the old bankrupt Brazilian DVD company called Video Brinquedo. Video Brinquedo made a lot of the knockoffs for some of the Disney movies. And there's a YouTuber called what's his name? Called Phantom Strider, who has done lots of videos about the knockoff Disney movies, which have been dubbed mock busters. And Video Brinquedo, the UAV Corporation, Jetlag Productions, Shemaru Films, and some others are the ones that made a lot of them, and they're all bankrupt now.
The names alone are hilarious.
Yeah, because they intended to catch the grandma out who didn't know what she was looking at in the Best Buy bargain bin and accidentally buy them over the actual Disney movie.
Oh, I get you.
Or the actual DreamWorks movie.
Yeah. Pixar.
Ron. Hey, hello, Cliff. Nice to see you here. Yo!
Oh, you gotta play.
Go tell your little buddy Cal that we showed off the PPP tiles this stream. Whenever I next see any of the PPP smokers in the chat, I'll show them again. I'll keep my PPP tiles on my bedside shelf, just in case I ever see them in my chat again.
That's where every good PPP smoker keeps their stash, right there. In the
Yes, exactly. Exactly, it's my stash. It's my stash of printed tiles. Well, we're about to end in 13 minutes, Cliff. So hopefully you can stay to the end.
Did you see or you were supposed to play that thing every time Cliff or Cal shows up?
Yeah, because they actually recently changed some of their graphics. But anyway. So I will say that on last week's Clickin' and Brickin', they did the hangout night, and I was on there, and I showed off all the Lego that I bought at Chicago. So if you want to see the Lego I bought at Chicago, you can go watch my previous live stream, and you can go watch the recent live stream on Cliff's channel to see the Lego I bought at Chicago. And if you're posting pictures of your mock on Instagram, make sure to use the hashtag RealHoegg and the hashtag CBMock to get featured on both RealHoegg and Clickin' and Brickin'. And a lot of people are talking about House of the Dragon lately. They must be releasing the new season or something.
What is that, Game of Thrones?
Yeah, House of the Dragon is the Game of Thrones spin-off.
What they're gonna do, a Lego set?
Oh, it's just that a lot of the dinosaur Lego fans have been really into it lately. I've never watched a single episode of Game of Thrones.
Neither have I. Neither have I.
So we're gonna check the poll again because I want to see. Yes, so there's eight votes on the poll. Which character is better, the L3G0 droid from that new Star Wars set, or Ogle from Alpha Team? Go vote on the poll. We'll be closing it in 5 minutes. And what's the final update for Aquazone month with your mock?
So I showed it off pretty much earlier. I am pretty close to getting done with this. I have, I mean, I've got a little bit left for sure, but I probably have this thing finished within the next month or so. I'll have the whole top done, and then I'll have the whole back done with all the rock work on the back that hides the multicolored brick, and then I'll have everything done so that way it'll all be complete here in probably about a month or so.
So it's gonna continue past Aquazone month.
Oh yeah, I started this thing right before Aqua June last year.
So what's the hashtag for it?
Hashtag Aqua June.
And are you gonna do a post about it tomorrow, which is the last day of the month?
That is, I'm gonna sign off with a final progress report of how much I got done. This is for Aqua June.
Was there some kind of contest thing, or was it just people appreciating things?
I think it's, yeah, I was about to say, I think it's just like an AquaZone appreciation month kind of thing, and everybody kind of makes a mock or posts their AquaZone mock or whatever it is. But yeah, I think you're right. It's just a AquaZone appreciation kind of thing.
So who did we have in the comments today? We had Johnny G, co-host, Dave Blick 76. Pandemonious Panda, Clever Pig, Chris McBlicker, Hoarder 66, me, Angry Dragon, RC not having internet.
Yeah, that guy. Who's that guy?
The brick is live.
Appreciate you guys being patient with the Instagram. If you guys follow me on there, I've just been so busy. It's been insane. So at the end of my days, I get so tired. I don't know. I just want to pass out.
Click and click. And that was everyone. No Zissou today, so we didn't get to play Paradisa.
I guess Zissou has exclusive rights to the Paradisa song, huh?
Yeah. We only play it when he's in here, and people can only request it once he has shown up.
Johnny G is probably extremely disappointed this evening then.
Yeah, which means that they should have contacted Zissou to come into the chat today to fulfill their wishes.
I expect that Zissou will be blackballed over this for not showing up.
Yeah, as well.
We have a bone to pick with Zissou now.
Yeah, Zissou should always be blackballed for not showing up, because by him not being here, he lets everyone else down who wants to see the Paradisa theme.
Exactly. He has a responsibility to show up and at least say hi.
Yeah. Of course, we're all being jokey.
Sorry. Sarcasm.
So I'm gonna go make an Instagram story about something. And I just want to say thank you for watching Aquazone Month. Thank you for watching Aquazone Month, everybody. RC's gotten a lot of RC's gotten a lot of appreciation for his aquazone mock, and he's going to keep on working on it. I'm recovered from Chicago now, so I'm going to get back to building. I just kind of had a hangover period while I was back from Chicago, so I'm ready to get back to building the sets I still need to build. We're going to continue on with the UCS X-Wing, and then get back to the Ninjago City Gardens afterwards. We are 8 subscribers away from 800, and when we get to 800, we'll build the Indiana Jones set.
There we go.
So, yeah. So help out this channel, share it with your friends, so that we can get the 8 more subscribers to build the Indiana Jones set. What was the result of the poll today? So, yes, Ogle from Alpha Team beat out L3GO from Star Wars.
Very nice. That's who I voted for.
So yeah, thank you for watching today's stream. We'll go right on over to Brick Hive afterwards. He was actually the guest on Full of Brick today, so he'll probably be a bit late, I could imagine.
Yeah. You going over there to Hives now?
Starting his stream. Well, this
in 3 minutes.
Yeah, in three minutes. So you can go and raid Hive after this stream. Let me get the link up for Hive, and tell him that my reaction to his stuff was a good video. So we appreciate everyone's viewership. I'm not sure how to close out this stream. I guess I'll just do it. Thank you for watching this stream. It is appreciated. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and if you value this channel, you can go and pledge to me on Patreon. Links are in the description below. If you want to get all of my videos early access, I filmed a bunch of vlogs from Chicago, so you can see all those early access by pledging to me on Patreon. Again, links in the description below. So we're going to get back to building Lego sets next month, and I'm not sure what we're going to talk about next week, but we'll find something to talk about.
Sounds good, man. I look forward to it.
Yeah, so you can find links for RC's social media in the description below, as you can for mine.
All right, guys. Have a good night. Brick is Alive. Night, Chris. Night, Hoarder. Night, Johnny.
Go and raid over to Brick Hive's channel. And so, yeah, we'll see you on the next stream, and I'll see you in the next video.
All right, guys.
Let's roll the credits.
Thank you for supporting Mayo Hosko Media. Your viewership is very important to us. Tell YouTube you like us by smashing the like button. Let your thoughts be known in the comments down below. Never miss out on any more LEGO content from us by hitting the subscribe button and ringing the notification bell. Stay tuned for live streams every Friday night at 9 PM Eastern in North America, and monthly city updates on the last Wednesday or Thursday of every month. If you like Minecraft and gaming streams, follow us on Twitch, Mayo_Hosko, no capital letters. Twitch streams every Saturday morning at 8 AM Eastern in North America. To be in the know, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at real_Mayo Hosko. Have fun with us on our Discord server. Friend us on Facebook and join the fan club group. For business inquiries, email us at mayohosko@gmail.com. For historical inquiries, check out our website. For special community perks, including behind the scenes, voting rights, and early access videos, become an investor today by pledging to us on Patreon. Links in the description. Watch this video recommended to you, or check out this playlist if you missed any previous videos of the same genre. This has been Mayo Hosko, and I am a fan of old LEGO. #A